Okay, so for 6L, you guys need to look at this fourth problem that's on the right side of this page so that you can see how those played out. I factored everything for you and I color coded like the things that can cancel one another. Remember that something from the top has to cancel something from the bottom, and you can't just cancel the X or part of it because that's part of an addition or a subtraction. So like if I look right here, for instance, I have to cancel an entire X plus 3, not just the X or the 3, but I have to cancel the entire thing. Okay, so we're going to move on to division. And when it comes to division, division is very similar to multiplication in that you're going to try to factor when you can and cancel within the fraction when you can. But the biggest thing is, if you see that this is division, then you're going to change it to multiplication and use the reciprocal of the second fraction. Okay, now, that being said, you're going to have to make a decision on these monomials, how you like to do them. Yesterday, a lot of you guys looked within each fraction, so like you look at this 5x to the 5th over 36y to the 3rd and to see if that would reduce. And the same thing with this one on the right, the 6y to the 5th over 25x to the 3rd to see if that would reduce. A lot of you didn't like to do that. Now, or a lot of you didn't like to cross cancel. It made a lot more sense to many of you to just go ahead and multiply straight across. And then once it was together, you could do your top heavy, bottom heavy, and even Steven. So we need to figure out what 36 times 25 is, and then go from there. So 36 times 25 is 900. And then you're going to have your y to the 3rd, x to the 3rd. Okay, now you want to reduce your 9, one thing at a time. You're going to do your 90, or your 30 over 900. So you're going to reduce that one. So 30 divided by 900, and then hit your math 1 button. Gives you 1 over 30. So we can put the 1 here, but remember we may or may not need it. And then you're going to do your top heavy, bottom heavy, and even Steven. So when it comes to the x's, you want to make sure you compare x's to one another. So the x's in this case are top heavy. So you would put an x to the 2nd on top. And then your y's in this situation, very similarly, you have a y to the 5th in your numerator, y to the 3rd in your denominator. So that's top heavy by 2 there as well. So if we write it without that 1, then this would be our final answer. X squared, y squared, all divided by 30. Okay, for the next one, you have 49, a to the 3rd. The first thing we always want to do is change division to multiplication. So we're going to change this to multiply by 24b over 7a. For those of you who like to cross cancel, you might be noticing in this situation that you have a to the 3rd over a, and it's top heavy there, and on your b's, it's bottom heavy. So if you can go ahead and do that, that's great. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and multiply our 49 times 24 and get 1176. It's top heavy on a, so I'll go ahead and reduce those. So it's a squared on top, and then the denominator is 2 times 7, which is 14, and it's bottom heavy by 2 b's. Reduce the 1176 over 14, and you get 84. Since it's just 84, that 84 goes in the numerator, and that would be your final answer. Okay? When it comes to these, much like when we were doing the other ones with multiplication, you still have to factor these. So let's go ahead and rewrite it first with multiplication. So we have this. We're going to move our x to the 3rd minus 3x squared to the numerator. And then we can factor that. So this is going to be x plus 3, x minus 3 over x squared. I'm going to go ahead and write this as x times x, just so that we can see how that factors out. Now this top one, if you notice, the top right is x to the 3rd, and then the other side of it has x squared, so we can factor out x squared. And that gives us x minus 3. Well, lo and behold, if you start looking, I guess I could put this back to x squared. Let's go ahead and do that for a second. Okay, so let's make that x squared. Because what you notice is you have x squared here and x squared here. So those can cross cancel one another and eliminate each other through this process. Likewise, you have, see, we have an x plus 3 top and an x plus 3 on the bottom, and you have an x minus 3. Oh, I can't do that because those x minus 3s are both in the numerator. So when we go to simplify, since both of those x minus 3s are in the numerator, we would put them together and write it as x minus 3 squared. If you wanted to write it as x minus 3 times x minus 3, you can. Now, this last one is exactly the kind that people hate the most. Now, let's write this a different way. However, you should be familiar with how it's written, just so that you understand it. What it's saying is exactly this, okay? This fraction bar right here, this one big guy in the middle, that one is your main division sign. So if you look at it, this one right here is the same as this division right here. So I just separated it into a division problem. Now we can go ahead and switch it over to multiplication and change it to 8 over x minus 3. We're going to factor the x squared minus 9 to x plus 3x minus 3. You guys are usually really good at recognizing these like types of factors, so an x minus 3 on top and bottom, but make sure that you're also aware that this is a 4 and this is an 8. Remember that 8 is the same as 4 times 2, so you could cancel a 4 from this and a 4 from this, and in doing so, that leaves you with a 2 on top and an x plus 3. And the 4 on the bottom and the x minus 3 that were on the bottom canceled each other out. Okay, so once you have that, then you are good to go and you can start and finish your homework.